Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time here, a very quick update. I'm 53, I live in Norfolk, England. I have been running for about 24 years. Started when I was 30, stopped smoking, started running, been addicted ever since. I've also been doing triathlon for about the last 16 years. I've done what we've got, 22 marathons, 3 Ironman races, and I'm not bored of it yet. Welcome to the channel. Okay, well, elsewhere on the channel, I'm also doing a weekly video right the way through this year. This week happens to be week 39. I'm 1 week out from Berlin Marathon. I've got Valencia Marathon at the end of the year. And I'm just on a nice taper week before Berlin Marathon. But my thoughts have started changing to next year. What I want to do, what races I want to target, what my plans are for next year. Now, going back pre-COVID, 2019 was my best ever year. In terms of PBs, in terms of running fitness, I did 19:13 for a 5k, I did 1:30 and 12 seconds for a half marathon, I did 3:15 marathon, and I did 10:26 for an Ironman. So 2019 was my absolute best year, and what I planned to do building from that was, my plan was to target speed, try and get my marathon time down to closer to 3 hours, try and get my Ironman marathon down perhaps closer to 3:30, and then target a sub 10 Ironman. That was the plan at the back end of 2019. Obviously, around about then, COVID came along. All the races I was booked in for the beginning of 2020, Dexter, were cancelled, and I've slowly struggled to get back to the form I was in that year. I've carried on racing, I've carried on training right the way through. To be honest, I've not stopped for 24 years, but I carried on training right the way through, never quite got back to that form. Over the last couple of years, I've done Boston Marathon in the US, I've done London Marathon, I've done Tokyo, I've done New York, I've done Valencia, I've done I did another Ironman Copenhagen last year, but I've never got back quite to where I was then. So I'm just starting to think, now that I'm in pretty decent shape at the end of 2024, I'm in pretty decent form, I'm thinking this might be the time to stop triathlon for a year and to do what I planned to do in 2020, which was to focus on speed, try and get my speed down a little bit. My plan when I did 19:13 for a 5k was to try and get under 19 minutes. Also to get under 40 minutes for a 10k, under 1:30 for a half, and almost made it in the 5k and the half, but not quite. In the 10k I think I did 41:12, something like that. I was almost there, almost hit my goals. COVID took it all away from me. So I think for the remainder of this year, I have got, as I said, Berlin Marathon next week, which is not going to be a PB race. I'm hoping to do about 3:30 something. Then I've got a good, probably 9-week block until Valencia Marathon. Dexter! Getting the dog back, he's over there somewhere. Yeah, I've got about a 9 or 10 week block until Valencia Marathon, where hopefully I'll be closer to 3:20. One thing I do still need to do is qualify for Chicago Marathon, which would be sub 3:20, so I need to find some more speed somewhere. So I think what I'll probably do after Valencia is knock everything right back, start from fresh, start from scratch, and target a 5k PB. About a month or so ago I did Durham 5k, and I did it in 2028, so I'm not far off sub 20 territory, and that was off the back of 4 weeks training, 4 weeks specific 5k training after a half Ironman. So with a bit more focused effort, I think I can get back sub 20, and from there, you know, just target the shorter distance races, target 5-mile races, target a 10k, target a half marathon, just slowly build up, try and just get some speed back in, rather than keep doing marathons. I must have done 7 or 8 marathons in the last 3 years. So I think I'm going to target getting some speed back in the early part of the year. I'll carry on with the cycling. I love cycling, I'll always be cycling. Hopefully that won't affect the speed work too much. But yeah, get the speed back in the early part of the year, and then maybe build towards an autumn marathon, or maybe just an autumn half marathon. But certainly for the first 6 months, it's going to be speed, it's going to be nutrition, it's going to be sleep, it's going to be strength. So that's what's going to be coming in the first part of the year. I mean, 2019 was my PB year, and I don't think I'm done with PBs yet. I honestly don't. I think you learn from every run you do, from every race you do. You learn about yourself, what you're capable of. And I honestly don't think I'm done yet. I think there's a PB still in me. Now, whether it's at marathon distance, half marathon distance, I don't know. But I think the best way to see where I can get to is to start right from scratch with some speed work, build up and take it from there. So it's just a quick catch up really as to what to expect from the channel as we go forward to the end of this year. Get Berlin out of the way next week, which will be my 5th marathon major. Then build towards Valencia in December, which will be the 4th time I've done Valencia. I love Valencia Marathon. Build towards that in December. And after that, speed work, speed work, speed work, speed work. Probably 2 sessions a week, as my coach had me doing for the Durham 5k. 2 speed sessions a week, some long runs, longer runs, which probably won't be more than 6 or 7 or 8 miles. Lots of bike rides, and then just try and get that speed back. But I should also add that I do coach. I've been a England Athletics registered coach since 2008. I've been a triathlon coach, level 2 triathlon coach, since 2011, I think. I've been coaching, I've coached at running clubs, junior groups, beginners groups, senior groups of adults, through to, you know, regular runners, right through to age group triathletes. I do a lot of online coaching as well. So if you want have a bit of coaching, if you want some accountability, if you want someone to plan your sessions, send them directly to your smartwatch, someone to help you hit those goals, or even help you find those goals. We can talk about what goals you could have, what races you could target, plan your race season. I'm always happy to help with that. So if you do want to find out more about my coaching, do drop me a message as well, and I will talk to you about that happily. We can get on a call and talk about where you're at and where you want to be. So if you think that's content you're going to enjoy, please consider giving me a subscribe or like the video, or hit the notifications bell to get updates. I do like to record as much as I can of my training. It motivates me, it helps me as a person, it helps my confidence, helps my ability to talk in public, which is something I've never been massively confident about. So if you could, I'd be really grateful. Give us a like, subscribe to the channel. I do a regular weekly video on the Sunday, Saturday or Sunday, and then sometimes like this one, there's gonna be a little midweek bonus video. So put some comments in, give me some ideas, some suggestions, how you think you can structure 6 months of speed training as a 53-year-old bloke. I've got some races I want to put on the calendar, some 5Ks. I'll target the occasional fast park run. I can't do every week park run because I'm a run director, I'm an event director at our local park run, but there'll be some park run targets along the way. There'll be some 5 miles, some 10k races. But yeah, give us some comments, any suggestions you have, anything that'll help, all gratefully received. Loving the community that's building in the comments I'm getting already, so thank you for all of those already. Anyway, for now, take care. I'm off to taper for Berlin. I'll see you soon. Bye.